All right, guys, welcome back to another video here on the John Doc YouTube channel. We are out here with the silver Mustang. Everyone said, sorry, I've had a couple people say I should name it 50 Shades of Gray, even though it's not gray, but I think it's a play on the multiple colors that everyone, the camera picks it up better than it does with your eye. That's the only beef here. I don't know if you can see it. I'll shut the door so you guys can see it. The camera picks it up way better. You can't even really tell in person, can you? Brad, I didn't need that. I didn't need that, Brad. But this car is
a different color, the fender's a different color, the door's a different
I think
color.
they sprayed the front clip and then this is stock.
This is a different color.
So is 50 Shades of Gray its name?
No.
No? You don't like that?
No, I still don't like that.
What name would you go for?
Because we're not gonna beat this one up, so it's just not.
Oh wow, Brad. Wow. I am weak. Well, so what should we name it? Right off the dome.
I'm not good with names. I don't even name my pets.
Okay. You don't name, you just have like, what do you, hey, come here, dog.
Yeah. I call him Puppy. It's just, hey, Puppy.
Dead. All right, so for those of you guys that don't know the setup on this car, it is a NITROUS LS Swap 2002 Mustang. It's got all tubular suspension. It's got some really nice Bogarts. So I say it looks period correct. I can call it the Boomer Mobile because every boomer at every stoplight is like, hell yeah, brother. It's got some like Flowmaster mufflers on it, so it sounds like period correct. It's a 370-inch LS pistons rods deal. It's got a Edelbrock Super Victor intake with a nitrous outlets puck in it, and it's got an AccuFab carb style throttle body. Very, very nicely done. It's got a nice transmission cooler, nice radiator. It's got F-body radiator with fans on it. Cools really good, drives really good. It's got a freak show converter. I just had Jason Wicker of Wicked Performance go and redo the transmission. It's got a billet valve body internal brake. He upgraded the sprag and the direct drum, so it's a solid 1,000 horsepower transmission. It's got a Strange Engineering built 8.8. It's got strange brakes back here, 5.8 studs. It's a very, very, very nice build. It's set up really good. I drove it around a little bit when the transmission was not perfect, but now we got the transmission right, and I figured there's no better person to drive it than Alora. So you're gonna drive this. So you've driven the Cow before, which is my 1,200 horsepower turbo Camaro. Yes. How do you like driving the Cow?
I like it.
It's got like all the creature comforts, power steering, it's got air, all that.
It's a car.
It's a car. And what is this?
It's a car.
It's a car. This one's like a little bit more
older.
Yeah, this one, it's got like the loud like rumble, like muscle car-ish feel.
Yeah.
So unlike the Cow, which has a power glide, this has a turbo 400, so instead of 2 gears it has 3. So we'll go through that, but other than that, the car drives really good. You've driven around in it with me before, so yeah, you know what it drives like, but now it's your turn to drive it. This is going to be your first car that has a manual steering rack, so no power steering.
What does that mean?
So there's no assistance. When you turn the wheel, it's like, it's whatever your arm can do is how fast it's going to turn.
Like the pizza truck?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did drive that.
That's
yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah. So you'll be good here. So we'll hop in there. Do you want to? I'll just tell you how to drive it, and then you could drive it, and we'll go from there. Or do you want me to drive it and show you?
I don't know.
You gotta pick.
What do you think is gonna be best?
What do you think, Brad? We'll let you decide.
I think she should just hop in and go.
All right. So we'll get you hop in the driver's seat. Yeah. I mean it's like
from experience.
Sink or swim. There's really no sink. There's really no sinking here. There's no sinking. Minimal sinkage. But God, you can see the fender there. That's not a good angle. Oh yeah. So you'll be fine. It makes like, honestly, I think it probably makes like 400 and 450 horsepower. It's got timing pulled out of it in the tune, so it's not super aggressive, but it's a fun car. It sounds good and it drives really good. So we're gonna take it around the block. It's gonna be your first time driving it. What do you think of the car overall? You see me buy and sell a bunch of cars.
It's nice.
You like this one?
It's nicer. It doesn't smell.
It's a big perk right there. I buy a lot of smelly cars, if you didn't know, folks. But this thing's really nice. It has the factory lap belts too, so you don't have to deal with the whole harness thing.
Is that safe though?
Yeah, it's safe. It's safe. For the racetrack, it's not preferred, but
driving around, street car, it's safe.
Street car, it is safe, yeah. So, and it's got back seats in it too. Logan actually rides around in the back, so I mean everything is.
He's the only person that can fit.
He's the only one that can fit back there, yeah. So, all right, well, we'll hop in here. I'll get the camera set up, and we'll go for a little drive. All right, guys. If I'm trying to use a GoPro to like vlog more in the shop, and then I use like a actual tape recorder, like video recorder.
Tape recorder.
I know, old
school.
I use a video recorder when I'm at the track. So I don't know what's going on with the audio here. Sometimes the audio is really good, sometimes it's not, but hopefully it's good enough where you guys can experience what we are.
Back there.
Yes, we got our guardian angel in the car per Patty, and our little cross. Shout out to Patty for making those.
Thanks, Patty.
And yeah, so when the car's running, if it's I'll try to talk a little bit louder, but if the audio's messed up, just let me know. I'm almost to the point where I'm going to use external mics, even when I film with the GoPro, just to have better audio quality. So, all right, let's get into it. Put my seatbelt on, if I can reach it. Here she is.
What is that? Oh, additional. Okay.
All right. So.
All right.
Key.
Yeah, we need that.
This is your fuel pump. That is your fans for the radiator, and that is your fans for the transmission. So
they all go on.
Yep. So we'll flip those on.
What about the fourth one?
Fourth one, that's for the nitrous stuff. We don't have.
Oh, we're not doing that.
No, we don't have a nitrous bottle in here. So you can crank it up like a normal car, and everything goes off of the key. So no like buttons to push start or anything like that.
So I can crank.
Yep.
I'm gonna let you keep talking before I do that.
Yeah, no. So you can crank. Oh yeah, we'll go over
It's
everything.
loud.
So here, we'll shut this stuff off. So you crank it up, and when you crank it up, it might idle a little bit low. So you go, rev it a little bit. It's a little bit different than like the turbo cars I got, where you just like start them up and they idle good.
What do you mean by idle low?
Like it'll idle like a little bit labored, like you might think like, oh, it's gonna shut off. So you just rev it. I haven't really tuned this ourselves on the dyno, so that's why it's a little iffy there. Not saying the tune-up's bad in it, but it's not how we normally have it. So you can grab the shifter, and it's got a little trigger on it as well. So if you notice, you can't pull it back. So pull the trigger back.
Right now?
Yep, and the shifter, and that is reverse.
This is reverse?
Yep.
Okay.
And then pull the trigger back again, and you'll go into neutral. All right, and then you can pull it back without the trigger. That's first gear. Pull it again. Second gear, and then pull the trigger.
Back?
Yep.
It goes further back.
Third gear.
Jesus.
I know, it's got three gears.
Very extended.
2 is much. Remember the cow where you just put it all the way back for first, and then you shift up to go to high gear? Way easier. So then when you don't really have to downshift unless you come to a stoplight. When you downshift, you don't have to use the trigger, so you could just grab it and go up 1. Oh, that was 2. That was 2. There's second, and then go up 1 more. That's first, and then grab the trigger to get past neutral. All right, so now you are out of first gear into neutral, and then hit your little lock here.
Okay.
And then you can push forward and go to reverse, and then you can put it in park. So just like the cow, it's got like what they call a pro brake in it, so you have to grab the trans brake to engage reverse. So when you put it in reverse, you give it gas, it'd be like neutral. When you grab the button, it would then back up. I don't think we're gonna have to back up at all today, so you shouldn't have to worry about that.
Okay.
So the biggest thing is, you know, once you get it there, first gear,
I think
second
what's gonna
gear,
trip me up is this thing.
Third gear. Yeah, you only got to grab that to go into third. So generally, stoplight in first gear, then you just grab the shifter and you yank it back. That's second gear, and then when you're ready to go into third gear, you'll go into third gear. So.
Okay.
And then as far as downshifting, I could help you with the shifting part. That's pretty. That's not too big. And then you'll learn when to shift just by how the car drives. But yeah. Are you ready? That's pretty much it. I said it's very simple. No like boost controller, no like 2 buttons, nothing. Nitrous car. And then like when you're at the racetrack and you go to race it, you flip the nitrous on, you purge it a little bit, and then you let go of the button. That's it. You don't have to mess with anything else. It's very simple. So if you're ready to go, we'll flip this stuff on and you can crank it up. Okay. You nervous?
Yeah, I'm scared.
It'll be all right.
I don't drive vehicles like this.
It'll be all right.
I just don't want to mess it up.
You're fine. It makes a lot more noise than it does. Can you rev a little bit?
Can I even reach this?
There you go.
Is that good?
Yep.
More?
No, you're good. See how it idles a little bit higher now?
Yeah. I'm so scared. Okay. Wait, okay. Where are we going?
We'll just like go up. We'll.
I don't want to go up that way.
We gotta go up that way. You want to go to like the ice cream place like we did, or is that too far? There's like a high school we can turn around in, and if you want to, I can drive back.
I just don't want to get like too far where I'm just like.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right. So you'll notice when you put it in first gear, the car is gonna like buck a little bit, so it'll let you know when you're in first gear.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and grab the shifter.
Okay. Okay. This is a stupid question. Do I have to put the brakes to move the shifter?
I do out of habit. It's a good habit to get in, so to have your foot on the brake.
Just in case it doesn't roll forward.
Exactly, yep.
Okay, so this,
Yep.
in neutral.
Yep, now pull it back without it.
No, is this in reverse?
Can you pull it back without the trigger? That's neutral.
Okay.
And one more.
That's
First
in
gear,
first
yep.
gear. And then I can go in first gear.
So now you're ready to roll.
Oh god. I can't see anything. People are gonna think I'm an idiot because I'm sitting up.
Big cowl hood. You don't like the hood, do you?
I can't see.
I'm not a big cowl hood fan.
Oh
See,
my
Brad, we'll be back in a minute.
This wheel sucks already.
Small wheel.
It's so small. It's actually made for me. 'Cause my hands are very small. Okay, are the brakes not good in this or?
Manual brakes, so you have to.
Oh crap.
You're feeling the wheel, aren't you?
John, how am I supposed to ride with other people on the road? I'm genuinely nervous.
You'll be all right.
Okay, can I just stay in first gear like this?
Yep.
Oh my god, I'm scared.
Go ahead. All right, grab the shifter now,
Okay,
and then yank it down to second.
is that
All right.
right?
Yep, and we're good to go to the stoplight.
Okay, you don't have to put it back in first.
When you come to a stop, you can put it back
Oh
in
my
first.
god, this is too much information. People are gonna think I'm a weenie.
No, you're fine.
I am a weenie.
All right, push it back up to first. Very good.
This wheel sucks, by the way.
It's not what you're used to, is it?
I don't like it at all.
Oh, it's too tiny.
No, it's so stiff.
That's the manual steering rack stuff I was telling you about. No power steering, no assist.
I'm sure it's great when you go down the track,
Yep.
but not to drive it like normal, like I am now. When do I go into second?
Go to second now.
Okay. And then what? Do I go into third?
Yep, you can go to third.
Oh,
Trigger. Look at that.
I'm spooked.
Pretty good.
Yeah. I don't want to hit that.
Yeah, don't hit the button.
I'm trying not to.
So what do you think?
I can't see. It's
No, you just got to look way out there.
I am.
It drives pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not a bad drive.
So it doesn't make power like my turbo cars do. So you can like floor it and it'll make a bunch of noise and you won't really go anywhere. So that's kind of fun. So like floor it. That's not flooring it.
No, it's not
Like
going anywhere.
slow down a little bit. And then like when we go around the corner, just like punch it straight to the floor. And it won't go really fast or do anything crazy, but it'll make a lot of noise. It'll accelerate a little bit better.
Okay, so when do I do it?
Wait till you're pointed straight.
Can I slow down a little more?
No, you're fine right here.
Like that?
Yep, and floor it.
It went kind of fast. These people in front of us are like, what? Okay,
Was that fun?
yeah,
Are you ready to take it down track?
I guess. Okay.
Keep your hand on the shifter,
Okay.
and you're gonna floor it, like roll into the throttle, and then I'll
Right
tell you when
now?
to shift. Yep.
Right
So
now?
hammer it. More. Shift. All right.
Not too much?
That's perfect. That's
You didn't
perfect.
even let me do anything.
I did it with you.
I thought it was gonna be more.
Brakes.
I got the brake. I don't like this. This is a bad
That's
road.
what it's like to go down track. Hey, you gotta shift like that.
I can't see.
You can slow down. You don't have to drive so fast.
I don't know how to do this.
You want to do that again?
No,
You sure?
I don't feel safe on a normal road. Somebody's gonna show up.
No, you'll be fine.
No.
You did good there. You notice how like, you got to floor it and shift at the
Well, I
same
don't
time?
even think I shifted at the right time, but I just did it.
No, you did perfect. Good job. Give me some. Don't stress. You're doing great.
I'm a stressful person.
excited to see you make a pass down track.
I don't know. I don't know if I can do it.
No? More practice. Practice makes perfect. You did great for your first time. The Power Glide stuff is way easier to drive than this. Because this one you got a whole nother gear and it goes the other way. You know? So,
What is that?
how do you feel after driving it? Was that enjoyable at all?
It's a little too stressful for me. I don't know how to do it, so I feel like
I think you
I
did
don't
great.
want to mess it up.
Everyone go and follow Laura on Instagram. I'll link it
Can
like
they see me?
right here. Yeah, they can see you.
Oh, great. I didn't know I was in the shot the whole time.
Oh yeah, you're there.
That's
So
lovely.
go follow her on Instagram. She's got a brand new car.
I did get a brand new
She
car.
is, well, we welcomed her
It's
to
a normal car.
We
It
welcomed her
actually
to
can
the
turn.
Ford family.
Ew, don't say that.
Everyone's gonna be so upset. You got another Ford? Another Ford?
Another Ford.
Another Ford.
It's fine.
Yes, if you understand, you know.